proactive, creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened.
Gonna get better, I know it will. Just hope you know I pray for you.
Hey y'all, I hope y'all are looking good, doing good, and feeling fantastic. Even throughout this pandemic media scare, please keep in mind not to panic or make abrupt decisions that honestly may later hinder you down the line. So try to keep the focus and please stay safe. Now, originally, I was going to make this video a little bit different. Honestly, it's kind of like this, but instead, through contemplating and trying to compile all my thoughts to where everything becomes more fluid, I decided to make it a different way. So y'all stay up, make sure you have your own blueprint in life, and don't let them rush you. Don't let them rush you. Don't let these people out here in this industry rush you. Nobody, no shipper, no receiver, no driver. Don't let nobody rush you. When it comes to backing up especially, you're going to be more likely to make a mistake if you're not cautious and taking your time, especially in tight, congested areas to where people just scattered all over the place and trucks are scattered all over the place. It's going to be like the fall of your career, I guess. I don't know. Out here in Texas, there is the way you got to back up, come in and come out is just all dysfunctional, right? And in one of these docks, there was this Covenant driver over here who felt the need to just, I gotta go, you blocking the way. Well, I need to get out the truck and make sure I'm backing up into the right dock and assess the situation correctly. But this woman felt the need to voice her opinion, and what I did best, you look at him, right? You look at him in some type of way and keep it going as you have no care in the world. Say what you mean and mean what you say, and when I say this, it's from the heart. It doesn't matter whether you are a 15-year vet in this profession or whether you have embarked on this new journey 3 months in, you will always encounter somebody who has the need to rush you because they feel like their destination is way more important than yours. Everyone always has somewhere to go at a specific time. But one thing you don't want to do is allow someone else's selfish actions to jeopardize whatever you're trying to establish within that given moment. Straight up. And also, if they're coming at you wrong, don't limit yourself to their level, because you're better than that. You don't want to waste your time where time shouldn't be spent. It's going to be 2 examples that I want to use. So the first, let's truck talk. It takes a great amount of patience to be in a position to where you're having someone dispatch your load assignments, especially in areas that you really don't care to go, but it's a part of the company's policy. Therefore, patience is number 1. Yes. With everything that's been going on lately, I would think that my dispatcher would want me to be understanding of the fact that loads and freight aren't moving as heavily as they normally do. You know what I mean? So therefore, with the trucking industry fluctuating from different times during different years, I'm understanding of that. I'm patient enough working alongside with this man, hoping that he won't lead me astray when it comes to trying to meet my quota during certain weeks and trying to get certain loads. And that's just how it goes, because in order for him and I to be able to have an effective relationship, a conducive, healthy relationship, we have to have some type of mutual understanding between us. But yet I still need to be patient with him as I would want him to be patient with me. This can lead into preparation, okay? Preparation is extremely pivotal, and when it comes to my loads, I truly prefer them to be dispatched or pre-planned in advance, because it allows me to kind of set myself up in ways to where I know what I'm going to expect. Now, as far as life itself, I am not a planner. I'm more of a go with the flow type of person, and it just works best for me. I've realized that I don't like to be complacent. So as far as preparation goes, when things kind of like are deviated from the norm, my normal course, I kind of like have it in the back of my head of what I'm gonna do next, or what's gonna happen next. That's the type of thinker I am, you know. But if I wasn't like that, if I was the type of person who I have this type of routine to where I'm going into work one day, and as soon as I go to work, all jolly and just, I don't know, without the slightest inkling, I'm going into work not really about to expect what's going to happen when these people tell me that this is your last day. I'm the sole provider for my family, and this is my only source of income, with no type of backup plan. Because out of these 20 years working at this company, I never not once thought these people would lay me off. What do? I'm stuck, you know, because I never thought in a million years it would happen to me. So therefore, I have to always stay prepared, figure out ways to where preparation can help my situations. You know, anything can happen at any given moment. So having a plan A, B, C, D, E, okay, it'll never hinder you. It may come more to your benefit, if anything. Now, as far as being proactive, I will have, let's say for instance, I own a company. You know, I own a thriving company to where I have control overseeing my operations and being able to really see what's going to happen before it happens, and making the best out of the situation before it comes to like a negative light. I'm going to figure out all different types of measures to prepare myself and set myself up for success before failure comes to light. You know, I have to be able to be the one who's making or calling certain shots, especially if I don't have the proper team. Without the right team, I might not be able to succeed completely. So I learn things. I acquire different types of skill. That knowledge becomes so powerful to where it's allowing me to continue to grow and move further within my business pursuits. Because one thing I don't want to do is allow my situations to overpower me to where I've lost total control. One thing I've learned throughout this lifetime is control is one of the most best things to have in life. Throughout my thoughts, throughout my actions, throughout my tongue, because words are extremely powerful. And when you have lack of control, when I realize that I'm losing control, I've given into that situation. That situation sometimes becomes the best of me because I honestly allowed it to. It can be my own limitation within itself, you know. If I'm patient enough, if I'm prepared, if I'm proactive, trying to figure out ways and try to be able to, I don't know, bounce back in areas to where I really don't have to do too much to seek the stability that I need, then I'll be fine. Another example that I wanted to use is this young woman that I know. She lost one of her jobs. And I always tell her, you want to be able to have, if you have two jobs, you want to be able to have at least one job that is equivalent to both, you know, to where you're not really overworking yourself so much. But in this situation, she's trying to find that one job. And I'm telling her, you got to be patient. You got to be patient, and maybe that one job will come knocking on your door. You know, that opportunity will come to you. You got to be able to prepare yourself in case of any unforeseen circumstances that may happen with your second job. You know, develop a new craft. Develop different things that may be able to broaden up your horizon, because you never know what tomorrow holds. And I'll be telling her these things. In her situation, I try to tell her to be proactive, you know, being able to look at things within your jobs, within your relationships, trying to assess and analyze these situations that actually need more attention before it's too late. I try to tell her these things because, like I said already, one thing that I don't want to do is pretty much allow my situations to get the best of me, to where I lose control. Do what you love what you do. Most importantly, let it work best for you. Don't allow nobody to discourage you, because that's hella whack. I think a lot. I think a lot. Like, I'm extremely analytical, observant, and people always say they understand, but they don't understand. When I get to that point, I don't really want to talk to nobody. I don't want nobody talking to me, because I get lost within my own world, I guess, you know. And I don't know, like, I'd rather be in control of my thoughts, you know, making light of the situation before negative ones. I like to think positive. I like to compensate whatever negative thoughts I may have for positive ones, because it feels better, you know. So audiobooks help. Depending on the type of audiobook that I'm listening to, audiobooks help. You may drift a little bit, but it'll take you into like an imaginative realm depending on the book. Meditation helps. Lifting weights help. Taking a walk outside of the truck helps, of course, depending on the area, because safety is first. But I don't know. That's something that I'm still working on each and every day, is to minimize certain thoughts.
You can't walk inside my shoes like a sneaker punk. Overcome obstacles and they still come. I was trying to make a